Happy First Chapter Friday. I hope you guys are ready for this one today because it's a good one and you're not going to want to miss it. I know tons of you are going to love this story. This is another one of the 12 Mark Twain nominated books this year. This is called The Lion of Mars by Jennifer Holm. It is, I would say, a science fiction book. So this actually takes place in a settlement on Mars. So this is a kid who has been raised on Mars. Like, he only knows Mars. He doesn't know Earth, but he is living with a bunch of other Americans. There are some different countries have different settlements on Mars, and something mysterious happens. And so you have to kind of help figure out what happens, help the kids figure out what is going on, because there's some kids on Mars. So I'm going to read the inside covers, just like you would when you come to the library, get a little bit more info about the book. And then I'm going to read just a snippet of the inside because I think you're going to like the way it's written. There are some different communication messages, which I'd like to show you. Okay, here we go. So here's the back. I spent hours poring over the animal book. I loved learning about Earth animals. They were awesomely strange. Like giraffes, why didn't they tip over with those long necks? Or snakes? How did they move since they didn't have legs? And penguins? Did they really live on floating pieces of ice? But the lions were my favorite. How could I not love the big cats? They were social and lived in a group called a pride. They helped each other and raised their cubs communally. They sounded just like us. All our grown-ups had raised us together. One sentence stood out to me. Lions who are rejected by their pride do not survive long. So now we're going to read the inside cover to give you some more details, just like you would if you came to the library. How far would you go to save the people you love? Besides spending his whole life on Mars, Bell is just like any other kid. He loves cats, eats all kinds of cake, and is curious about everything. Like, why do teenagers act so weird? And why did his best friend Trey suddenly want to switch rooms? But most of all, Bell wonders about the secrets the adults keep. Why doesn't the U.S. colony have contact with anyone in the other Mars settlements? Is it really so dangerous out there? And why are they always so alone? When a virus breaks out and the grown-ups get sick, Bell and the other kids are oddly immune. And soon it's up to Bell to find his courage, uncover the truth, and face the terrifying unknown to save his family. Okay, so if we go to the first chapter, it starts like this. So there's all these little communications. So this is the Mars settlement actually writing back a message to Earth, to the United States. The date is March 5th, 2091, from CDR Dexter to the U.S. Terrestrial Command. The message is a situation report. The surface digicam at the northwest quadrant of the settlement has been destroyed. The pole supporting it was knocked over as well. It is my conclusion that this was done deliberately by a hostile actor. Please advise. Signed, Cy Dexter, Commander, Expeditionary and Settlement Team, United States Territory, Mars. Then you go to chapter 1, The Nest, which I'm not going to read you, but just trust me, it's written in a way that I think you guys are going to like. It's really easy to read. The dialogue between the characters is really interesting. I think this is something particularly after COVID that is really interesting. It's happening on another planet, but it's just an interesting concept. It got me thinking a lot, and I really, really enjoyed this one. And one reason I enjoyed it is because I think you guys are going to love it. Come check out The Lion of Mars.